Oh man, hey buddy, it's been fun. It was a good run. Movember is finally over, which means you're not going to make it through the show. Coming up today, First Coast Living. At the end of Movember, Dr. Kaz Ryan's going to be on talking about men's health, and we're both going to shave our mustaches at the end of the show. Starts right now.
Everyone, and welcome to First Coast Living. I'm Casey DeSantis.
Hey folks, happy end of Movember. I'm Curtis Dvorak.
It's been a long time coming. The day has finally arrived.
It's over.
It's
November.
over.
This was the point of it.
Raise awareness. You guys did a great job with that. Dr. Kaz Ryan's coming on a little bit later, and then by the end of the show, gone.
It definitely was the first thing, a talking point whenever I walked into a room, because it's the first thing that entered a room when I came in. So
it definitely is hard to miss.
Got to turn sideways at the doors now. There we go.
Okay, and it's gone.
Yeah.
We should get your wife's reaction.
Coming up.
Get her real reaction to what she thinks about the
death of a mustache, live TV.
You had to wait an hour for that. Yeah. Okay, in the meantime, a Connecticut family could be forced to turn off its intricate Christmas display. They have over 300,000 lights, and it's all because the neighbors, they don't like it. As a matter of fact, they hate it, and they say it's all because of the traffic it's causing and the parking problems, and they want them to pull the plug.
Can't we all just get along? Check this out.
For 18 years, Wonderland at Roseville has been welcoming visitors from Thanksgiving to New Year's Day.
I came about like 4 times last year.
The Hallowell family spends months turning their Fairfield home into a Christmas extravaganza.
There was an older woman, she was 100 years old, and she said, "You just made my life."
The majority of donations, they say, go to the Shriners Hospital in Massachusetts, the rest to pay the electricity bill. But with more than 30,000 visitors last year alone comes traffic. And some neighbors in the residential area got so fed up, they started a petition.
At first, we were very happy.
This neighbor, who doesn't want his face shown for fear of being called a Scrooge, is one of 45 people Fairfield police say signed on.
And a lot of people just come to the neighborhood and park everywhere and block traffic.
The Hallowells agreed to put up traffic cones and lowered the volume on Christmas carols, but say their biggest compromise, shutting down earlier Sunday through Thursday by 9 p.m. and by 10 p.m. on Friday and Saturday, has caused attendance to drop by 500 visitors already compared to last year.
We have to keep it. We have to keep it.
Visitors hoping for a Christmas miracle for their beloved holiday tradition.
Well, this year, police plan to make some roads one way and establish temporary parking restrictions while the display is up, preventing some residents from parking outside their homes. And if you notice real closely there, one of the mailboxes is Scrooge, last name on there. So, and the Grinch, I think, was the other mailbox that the other neighbor complaining. Come on.
To Jared's point, and he brought up a brilliant one during, well, that story was running. He said, where do you put all that stuff? Once the holidays are over, is that like your entire garage?
Yeah. It's a little much. I wouldn't do it, but come on, we have a neighborhood here in Jacksonville where
we're
everyone
talking
gets
about
along.
that, but it's the entire neighborhood, right?
Yeah,
and it's
there's
off
some
Girvin.
that don't. Off of Girvin, off Atlantic. People have been to it. We'll actually go out there and we'll do something later this month. But yeah, those people, they understand, and everybody's in the spirit.
But then you have to have the whole neighborhood, right? The whole cul-de-sac has to be involved. Bah humbug, right? Okay, have you heard about this? Some 15,000 flights in the coming weeks could currently be without pilots. That presents a little bit of a problem.
Problematic.
Hello, step 1, need pilots. Step 2, gas. Okay, but they're saying this all has to do with a computer scheduling glitch at American Airlines.
Yeah, so apparently the computer scheduled there allowed pilots to take days off between December 17th and the 31st. American Airlines says it expects to avoid having to cancel flights, saying that they have reserve pilots. That's comforting. To help flying in December, and they're paying those pilots 150% of their hourly rate. Time and a half, that's called American. Could do double time, but
yeah, you know, and I have not asked. You know, my brother-in-law is a pilot for Southwest Airlines. My sister, you know, is an Air Force pilot. She's in the reserves, but he flies for the airlines now. And so, you know, he's kind of in the infancy of his being with the company. So you kind of get all of the not so fun schedules to begin with.
Oh,
you know, he is an extremely experienced pilot. He flew in the Air Force for years and years.
The new guy in, you got to take the tough gigs.
Yeah. So I don't know. I got to ask them what their plans are going to be over the holidays.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll be doing a little subbing for American Airlines.
You're going to see tomorrow. I flew a plane.
Which is
Give me a
that's
call,
scary.
American. Give me a call, American. I saw the buttons in there.
You're really
Beep, boop, bop,
desperate.
boop, autopilot. What's
Land.
so difficult? Yeah. Anyway, you can skid those things in a little bit.
Yeah. Who needs landing gear, right? Just.
Anyway.
Okay, so the details are coming out. The royals continue to dole out little tidbits of information about the upcoming wedding of Prince Harry and American actress Meghan Markle.
Oh my goodness. So the latest news is that the wedding will be held next May. So you have a little bit of time to prepare at Windsor Castle. NBC's Kelly Kobiela reports from Windsor Castle. Take a look.
Well, in 6 months' time, here at the gates of Windsor Castle, wedding bells will be ringing for that most modern of royal couples, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. The two choosing a more intimate and private setting for their nuptials, St. George's Chapel on the castle grounds. It's been the setting for many royal weddings in the past, as well as the blessing of the marriage of Harry's dad, Prince Charles, and stepmother Camilla. Harry, by the way, was christened here back in 1984. The couple will have a May wedding, although they haven't released the date yet, and they're said to be exploring ways to include the public on their special day. The palace says that Meghan Markle wants to become a British citizen. She'll have dual nationality and get to know the country by traveling through it with her prince. So as these wedding plans move forward full steam, Meghan Markle will have her first meet and greet with the British public, heading out with her prince to Nottingham in central England on Friday. Kelly Kobiela, NBC News, Windsor, England.
Thanks, Kelly. But since I was the new person on this gig, 2.5 years, I didn't get to go to Windsor to cover that. So we had Kelly go do that for us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But
But
okay.
hey, Harry.
That's all right. Next
Harry, I know you're watching DVR all the time. Megan occasionally watches. You could have just skipped all this like I did. Just go to Costa Rica, get married, come back, and then tell everybody you're married instead of the whole.
And then he
big
too can
hoopla.
wind up with a mustache.
Yeah, because once you have a wife, you can do this.
Right, exactly. You get away with it allegedly.
Yeah.
That looks good.
But yeah, that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, and also Prince William and Kate, right, are expecting their third child also in April.
Right around the same time. Yeah. When Prince William had obviously a reaction to his brother's nuptials and proves that their relationship isn't too different from most of ours with our siblings. The future king of England, that's just so strange to say, said that while he's excited, he's also hopeful that now Prince Harry will stay out of his fridge, which he's apparently done over the last few years.
I bet they've got a good fridge.
Oh yeah, you don't think Prince William has a good beer and wine stash?
Oh, I bet they've got some good stuff there.
Yeah, I would do that too. My older brother, Chris, if he was the future king of England, yeah. I'd be raiding his fridge the whole time.
All the time.
Because he gets to write everything off. The future king has a whole expense thing he can do.
This is just standard operating
Sixth in line,
expenses.
you don't have an expense.
You don't get the expenses.
Get the expenses.
Every time that Prince and Kate has another child, they just go further down on the list.
Yeah.
And so therefore, you have no responsibility.
Prince Harry's expense fund has been the legal fund of the royal family for the last few years.
Maybe they're thinking now that he's going to settle down a little bit, maybe he will settle down a little.
Yeah, well, it's going to be fun. I'm sure we should go cover it live.
Okay, we'll get right on over there.
Very cool.